I'm heading down into this place. It's, I'd say 8 o'clock in the morning to 9 o'clock in the morning. I don't know, Monday. Get down here and look this place. It's not the best place. I don't find a lot of points down here, but when I do, they're pretty nice. That's why I look at. Might take a few screens and stuff, but I expect maybe a 10% chance of finding something. But if I don't find nothing here, I'm gonna go home and change and stuff, and I have a giveaway package to mail. Then I'm going to hit someplace else where I have a better chance of finding something. So I'll get back if I find anything today on Monday. Later. Starting the day off right anyway. I got a point. It's an Amos. It's serrated, but it's got some damage. But still a good find. It's right here. And look. There's little flakes. I saw another one too. Where's it at? Right here. 2 flakes. But I got another point. And I found a lot of these. Well, not a lot, but some of them in here. It's a little Amos. It's got a barb neck, but it's still a good find. That's pretty cool. See the nice serrations on it. It's an old point. Kind of look like Palmer's. It's got a barbed neck, but it's got nice serrations, so I will take it. All right, later. Right in here is where I found these winged canola bifurcates and that beveled translucent one and that blue hammer stone. Man, I found a bunch of cool stuff in here like over a week period, and I mean, look at it. There's very little remnants. There's very little stuff to sift. It looks pretty rough. See, there's fire rock and stuff up in here, but it's laying right on the base clay. After I sifted it, it's just like it's really, really blitzed. But I got a point, and I'm happy. You know, anytime I can find an Amos, I can get that barb restored on that, and that'll go right in one of them frames. Every one of them that's serrated and has a tip like that is a good thing to find it. But I'm not seeing much else. I sifted for an hour and just show you here. It looks like a flake right there. It is. There's a little flake. Put that in the pocket and take it with us. But I'll show you the flint I found. Not a lot for as many screens as I did. There's still a few flakes in there in my pocket, but you can see right there's a piece of Crooksville, that bigger piece, that tan with the orange on it, Brush Creek. You can see the kind of stuff I'm finding. Some of them green flakes, not a lot, but could have got something, but pretty beat up here. But I'm gonna go home. I gotta mail a giveaway package, and then I will go someplace else. Thought that was flint, but it's not. And see what I can get. This looks good up in here, but it's right on the base clay. There's hardly nothing here. I always look through this stuff. I usually carry a hand rake. I just didn't have it today. But I'll get back on my next find, folks. Later. Some of you people will be about ready for this. I just found that little Amos point. I'll show it again before I go out in the light. It's decent. If the barb and the base wasn't nicked, it would have been awesome. But Squirrel Man, middle name Danger. Tell him, Squirrel Man, your middle name's Danger. Get up here. Look here. Sis. Got fresh apple up there, buddy. Get what? What? His little claws are sharp. That hurt. What's up, Danger? We're gonna go hit another site. I gotta go mail a giveaway package. Stop the mail, and then I'm heading someplace else to look. See if we can't get something else. You gonna eat some of that? That's the good stuff. We're out of kiwis. Tell him. Tell him, Squirrel Man. Tell him your middle name is Danger. Huh? What's going on here, buddy? People's gonna be happy to see you because you wasn't in the last video. We forgot to put you in there. There was no special guest star appearance. Look at him. Tell him you've been in your cage all morning because he was scratching on the door at 6:15 a.m. right when the sun come up. Tell him, Squirrel Man. I like you too, buddy. Me and these buddies, huh? This is my buddy. Old Squirrel buddy. What a good boy. He is a good boy. Except for waking me up after I've been digging in the hot sun all day. That kind of stinks. You're sound asleep and you hear scratching on the door. You wonder what it is, and then you wake up and realize it's just your pet maniac squirrel. That's always nice. Tell him you woke me up. All right, get up here. Get up here. Here, get your apple. Here. You'll have some. I knew it. I knew it, Squirrel buddy. Well, I'm getting out of here. I want to go look. I can't wait to start looking at some screens. I love it. Later, folks. There he is. The man. Danger. Later. I'm heading out here. Found a point this morning you'll see on here. It's Monday. Nothing spectacular, but not bad. It's got some nice serrations in the tip, but it's got a base neck and an ear dang. It would have been a smoker if it was all there. It would have had a long hanging barb on it that's busted. I'll maybe show everything I find at the end, and we'll take a look at it again. It's nicely chipped, but you know, maybe today's my day. Maybe I'll find an awesome Flint Ridge point or something, or a paleo point. Who knows? We'll see. Might not find nothing. But I'm gonna stay a long time. I should find something. Later. These beaches are starting to look because I'm sifting them. I may take all the trash away. They just turn into beautiful sandy beaches like the ocean. And you saw that other place. I'll have it where I was at yesterday and had them places, and I was pulling out the driftwood. It'll look like this. That's even a better thing. This is gonna be a beautiful sandy beach when I'm done. What I'm doing here, I can hear it hitting the rock, but there's only about an inch layer on that base clay, and I'm pushing that. It's right where I got that point in the drill. There's probably only maybe 10 screens worth of material here within 5 yards on each side of me, but we're gonna do it all. And then wait for the water to clear up, come back and surface on it after we go someplace else. But most of the stuff's laying in the water like this. Just pushing that as easy as I can, feeling, using this shovel as an extension of my hand, and see all the rock and stuff in there. You can't even see it. But once you stick the shovel in, see? Taking it real easy, and it's just churning up that fire rock. It's falling right out of that bank, and you know, there's thousands of years of time right here in this bank, and it's all laying right here. This isn't like a creek. The Ohio River is about like lakes, and Arrowhead falls out of this bank. It ain't moving more than 5 feet. I don't care if the water's in the most extreme flood stage. There's rock even out into here. But after a while, the wave action and stuff beats this stuff up, and then it eventually washes straight out and goes off the shelf where you can't get to it, and it's gone forever. I don't see much, but there's lots of fire rock. You know, I just found a piece of this stuff a minute ago. Right there's a real nice piece of like translucent material, little flake. But I didn't get much even in the screen with the point. Maybe one other flake, I think. Got one flake in this one. Well, there's another one. There's a piece of Cousteau right there. Little tiny finishing flake of Cousteau blue black from Cousteau County, Ohio. There's another flake right there. Another flake of that green looking stuff. So 3 flakes in this screen so far. 4. There's a little finishing flake of white flint ridge. Here's another one. Little piece of white flint ridge. You have to look at the screens real carefully like this because of these tiny bird points. Some of them are just minute. You have to look real close and look at everything. Well, anyway, I'll get back and find anything else. Wanted to show you. Look at all the cracked up, burned up rock from it being heated in ancient campfires. Right there's another flake of tan. So look at that, one screen. Later. Just got this, and that's the tip of a flint ridge drill. Oh, I also got this flake right in here below this cut bank. That would have been a day maker. It's gray, real high quality flint ridge. It's as nicely made as that T-drill I found, but you see some of this stuff's broke. That stinks. Oh, look at that. Man. Well, anyway, I'll get back. I'm gonna stay a while. In here, there ain't much of a layer. You can see the base clay right there, but you can see the stuff, and I'm just going real slow. I got a point, folks. Got a hole point. It's a stem point. It's something different than I usually find. Been looking them old sites for a while. It ain't bad. Looks like nice material too. It's not bad at all. See if you see it. Right here. Look at that. That's a nice little point. And it's flint ridge, I would guess, or Cousteau. Look at the weight inclusion in it. It's all stained up. It's been laying on the base clay. That's like a mid-archaic pentagonal dart. It'd be 4,000 to 6,000 years old. It's pretty close to where I found that point. I would guess that's my best guess on what this is. An atlatl thrown dart. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. These are fossils. They're fossil shells, so that's a fossil point. Fossil chert. That's decent. Well, anyway, glad I could share this with you. Hope everybody's doing all right. Stay safe and wear a mask. Make sure you do. Later. All right, I've about had enough. I sifted this morning and got that Amos point. Went home, didn't take much of a break, and you can see I just been hammering it clear to the base clay, and this isn't even the only place I've done it up here. Clear to the base clay. I found a point right in here yesterday. I didn't find much in here today. Not even a whole lot of flint, but like a piece of screen, enough to keep me going. There's some flint ridge. Here's the flint. Some black pieces, some real nice. See, that's really nicely translucent. Here's some real pretty flint ridge again, maroon and white. Pink flint ridge here. Look at that stuff. There's some pretty stuff. There's a piece out of something. There's some more of that green stuff that's kind of smoky green, olive green. Here's another piece of the same kind of stuff. Look at it. That's sick. Big point out of that. I found pentagonals out of that. That's probably what it was, but I did get this extreme heartbreaker. It's a tip off of a real nice flint ridge drill. It's extremely well made. It looks like it has been as nice as that other T-drill I found on this stretch of the river. I'll show it at the end, and I got this nice little point. You know, not my greatest find. It's really ground, and the notches are super polished, as much as a big sandy. But this is it. But not bad, you know, I'm finding stuff every trip, so, and I'm happy with that. I'll show you points at the end. I'll show you the drill that this, and put it right beside it. It looks a lot like that tip of that drill, that last flint ridge one I found. That's awesome, with a big base on it. We'll look at that in a minute. I'll get at you when I get home. Later. All right, this ought to be pretty interesting. There's that awesome T-drill I was talking about, and look at this. Real high quality material. It fits right on there. Man, look how close these are. I wonder if this one had it. We'll probably never know. But just as nice a material. And I found this one maybe, I would say 400 yards down the shore, if that. Ah, that's a heartbreaker. There's the point from yesterday. There's these blunts. But look at this. I called this point a Hopewell when I found it because of the material. And it's off the same stretch of river. See, that's pretty close. These kind of open notches, nice material. This might just be some kind of archaic dart point. You gotta look sites. You just gotta look them over and over and over. Here's the point from today. It'll lighten up even more. It might be Cousteau. It's glossy material and it's got little white fossil inclusions in it. It's real ground notches. This one has ground notches, but see, it's not broke on the base, but it's like it was popped off a core and they just used that as the base. But it's got ground notches. So, you know, this isn't the greatest thing, this point here, but it isn't bad. I'm finding stuff every trip. And that, you know, it's hard to find artifacts. And of course, the little Amos this morning. It would have had a hanging barb on this side and this side. Imagine this without the base neck and the barb necks. Look at that. Just a beauty. It would have been real nice serrations on it, but I'll still take it. I can maybe get it restored. Every one of them after you have as many as I do, just as another piece of the puzzle. But there's one made of red jasper that I found where I was at today. One of the very few from that stretch of river. They're here, but that's unbelievable on that drill. It just looks like the same piece, just a little darker material, but just as nice. And here's that point from last trip. That barb's not broke, it's just how it is, but it has a tip neck. And you know, I'm not doing bad, but you know, today was okay, but I'm looking for points like this. You know, nice, real awesome ones, like stuff like this. And you can only find it if you keep going. And I might, you know, if this would have been whole, it would have been every bit as nice as that. But I'll try again tomorrow. And you know, I like this blunt. That one's nice too. I like this. I consider that a good find. Both of them have used polish on them, and I find them right associated right by this too. And it's blunted. Wonder what the heck was going on there. You know, they hafted these into little handles. You know, you hit that in a little handle with a billet, like a wood mallet, and it would shave the wood right off a piece and keep sharpening it. But, you know, this point's alright. I like this jasper point. It's got that baby blue in it. I kind of like this point. It's a Riverton, some of these Rivertons. These little Mississippian points. I like that one. It's really nicely made, and it's got that concave base. But, and, you know, this was a good find. That's off that shell midden site with that shell pendant. You know, the gorget's got damage to it. You know, it's a good find, but it's damaged. And it greatly affects the, you know, the price of it. It just does. Any damage greatly affects a piece. A barb, dang, anything. That's why you want to be looking for flawless pieces that are how they were left. That's what I'm looking for. This is a good find. And I'll find more of this kind of stuff there if I keep going back. I found that other piece at both drill holes. It was like some kind of a shell gorget. So hopefully we can get something like that. And I'm getting broke, so that tip, that's Crooksville. It's got the orange spots coming through on it now. That would have been a smoker. Broke. But I'm not doing bad. I'll get back out tomorrow and try to get some more for you. That ain't a bad little point. Then I had a wattle thrown dart from the northern panhandle of West Virginia is where I was at today. Anyway, later folks.